Before I even begin, if you love real, emotional stories that hit hard, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your take on this one. It was just past midnight when my phone buzzed. I wasn't expecting any calls. The screen flashed a friend's name. My stomach sank. "Hey, I don't know who else to call," her friend stammered, voice trembling. It's about Sarah. You need to know." My chest tightened. Sarah, my wife. She had left earlier that evening, smiling and hugging me like nothing was wrong. "Girls' trip," she had said, tossing her suitcase into the car. "Just a weekend getaway with Emily. Don't worry." But Emily's voice shattered that illusion. I shouldn't even be telling you this," she whispered. "But she's with someone else. Not on the trip. He's at the hotel with her." I froze. My hands shook. My mind couldn't process. I repeated her words in a loop. Not on the trip, at the hotel, with someone else. My heart raced. My breath came short. I hung up and stared at the ceiling. Did I imagine something? No. Emily was crying. She wouldn't lie. The days leading up to this moment replayed like a montage of subtle warnings I had brushed off. The way Sarah's phone buzzed constantly, always hidden. The canceled dinner plans with vague excuses. The laughter at night that seemed forced. I had been so blind, or maybe so willing to believe everything was normal. After that call, I didn't sleep. I wandered through the house, touching objects she had handled, seeing her scent on the pillow, feeling a pang of nausea at the memory of her laugh from last night. Every small gesture, every soft smile she gave me in the past weeks, now felt like a cruel mask. The next morning, I tried to confront her casually. "Hey, how was the trip?" My voice sounded calm, but my stomach was a knot of nerves. "Oh, it was amazing. Just what I needed," she said brightly, tossing her hair, smiling in that way that made me want to trust her again. My chest tightened. Her eyes didn't meet mine. Not fully. Something flickered. Guilt, maybe? I wanted proof. I didn't want to be a man haunted by suspicion alone. Over the next few days, I noticed more. Texts deleted too quickly. Late-night messages she answered in whispers. Sudden urges to shower or change clothes whenever I entered the room. I checked the hotel app she said she had booked. It showed a room. 2 names. Mine and another. My stomach dropped again. The other name wasn't mine. It never was. I confronted her gently at first. "Sarah, is there something you need to tell me?" She froze. Her eyes darted away. The weight of her silence was heavier than any confession. Finally, she whispered, barely audible, I didn't mean for it to happen. It just happened." And just like that, years of trust, moments I had cherished, everything we built together, shattered. I wanted to scream. I wanted to beg her to explain, to cry with me, to say it was a mistake. But the truth, cold, undeniable, was already there. She had chosen someone else, at least in that moment, and perhaps before. The days after were unbearable. Every corner of the house reminded me of her. I replayed arguments that seemed trivial, moments where her laughter felt different, nights when she was distant. My mind twisted memories into knives. Every "I love you" now had a sting. I struggled with what to do. Part of me wanted revenge. Part of me wanted to beg her to stay. But a quieter, stronger voice told me to reclaim myself, my dignity. She had betrayed my trust, and no amount of excuses could fix that. Eventually, I had the conversation we both dreaded. Not an argument, too raw for that, but a goodbye. "I loved you," I said quietly, feeling tears sting my eyes. "I still do in some way, but I can't stay where I'm not respected, where my heart isn't safe." She didn't cry. Not at first. Then, as I walked away from the house, she whispered, "I'm sorry." A simple apology that carried the weight of everything she had lost. I left with my head high, but my heart broken. The silence in the house behind me was deafening. I spent nights thinking, reflecting, rebuilding. Slowly, I realized that life doesn't end because someone chooses to betray you. It begins again when you refuse to be broken by it. And though the memory of her will always sting, I learned something essential. Love doesn't thrive on excuses or betrayal. Respect, honesty, and trust are the foundation. Without them, even the most passionate love crumbles. So, if you're watching this, maybe it hits close to home. Protect your heart, trust carefully, and never ignore the quiet warnings. And remember, sometimes the hardest step is the one where you walk away, but it's also the one where you finally find yourself again.